It's been, roughly 24 hours since I made the last video on this weird woodworking machine, and I have quite a few answers. I found a few things online. This one helped me out. Let me see if I can find that. It shows this mechanism here, but it has this little tab thing named, and by messing around with that I figured out how this table I was trying to figure out what held that up, and it's all done with this. You just go like that and turn it a smidge, bada bing bada boom, and then this, how does that go? Oh, the way it is, you can keep going and change the blade, and then you can see it goes back down in there, and with that like that, it's a stop. And I believe they call it a stop, and that's how I figured that out. Where is that? Oh, it's right here. Oh, no, it isn't. Backside. Nope. Backside of this. Yeah, there it is. Trimming position stop. That's the little thumb thing right there. So that's how I figured that out. And that's pretty cool. I mean, this holds itself up. You got to kind of gently push it. It is really nice and smooth. It's not going to like drop down on you, and it gets it right to the exact position. So now when you're cutting stuff off, it drops down into the drawer down here. Way cool. And on this miter gauge, this is just incredibly beefy. This is solid steel, as is this. This is like, I don't know, 5/8 of an inch thick by, I don't know, 1.25 inches or so. This thing weighs a ton. But I was unsure. Oh, now how does this go? I was unsure how this went on there. And that's in that drawing as well. It just goes in that slot in the back. It has a little pin, goes in that slot, and then the front just goes in the 2 divots there, and that's it. It rides above the miter bar like I was thinking. And when this is cleaned up, I gotta hold it down right now, but I've seen these. I thought there was 4 videos on this, but there's quite a few more than that, but some of them really don't show very much. But this slides real easy, and then once you start clamping it down, it locks it in place, and then it pushes it that last 1/8 of an inch or so, which is how the clamp works. So this is really nice. This stop right here, I do believe that this thing fell at one time and that got bent, but this is aluminum and I can bend that back pretty easy if I want to. Show you the underside of this thing. Really sweet. And it appears to be adjustable as to the tightness. All these little screws, yeah, they're socket head cap screws. Oh, you can really see that one. Wow, that is really nice. I also found out what goes here. It's a light mount. It has a round part that goes up against the machine here, and then it comes out and it's flattened, and then I believe it has a hole in the back. I could just see it in a picture, and then a stalk mounts to that, and it has a gooseneck light on it. I really wish this had that. But I could actually make a wooden piece that goes on there. It just had a thumb screw at the end, and just a hole drilled on there, so I could actually make something for this and return it to a mount for the light. Back to this accessory sheet, there's that gooseneck light. Pretty cool. Too bad I don't have that. And they also had a plexiglass guard and some other stuff, but this is that stop. It's got a big pin on this side, a small pin on that side, and then a rod that just goes through this thing right here, and that fits right in here. There's the big hole, there's the small hole. Got socket head cap screws to hold it in place, and then this just goes in and out, and it's got a thumb screw right there to hold it in place. I'm not exactly sure what this thing is on the top, but I probably wouldn't use it anyways. And there was something else on here. Oh, the work holder clamp, which is this big thing. Apparently, I have the present style work holder clamp model BFD, and the old one was model BFC. I think that's it for the bunch of different accessories, because this is an accessory sheet. They also had a place for all your various miters and stuff that screwed onto the side. I saw one machine on a video that had that. Strip material cabinet, that's what you're cutting. Oh, these also cut lead, zinc, I believe plastic, as well as wood. Anything that they would use for the typesetting and printing. And I believe that's it for what I've found out, but that's basically everything I needed to know. I'll show this real quick. Had a hard time seeing this. We don't have very good lighting out here. It's got like these little wedges. The arbor is just like a bushing, and then the blade is screwed on. It's got 3 screws. And I also found out that Forest blade can make you a blade for these with a slight upcharge for all the drilling. And that's probably what this is, because this is a carbide blade. Pretty darn neat. The base is another thing though. It wants to be made out of steel if I want this to be real close to the ground, so this still pulls out right, but I don't know. I'm not that good at welding, and I don't have a lot of metal parts laying around. I would have to buy all that, so we'll see on that. Maybe I'll make a wood base and do something different with the drawer, like put it on a drawer glide or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. So unless I get something else figured out in the meantime, the next video on this machine will likely be me cleaning the tabletop and scrubbing the machine up a little bit, and probably fixing that wire all in the same video, cleaning this up as well. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you then.